I'm stood in a Holiday Inn car park. We're a bit sweaty. The cat just ran away. Sponsored. So, you might be wondering why I'm stood in a Holiday Inn car park at 5:40 a.m. in Dover. Well, it's because after a long time planning, me and a few friends, well, my wife as well, have decided to do a road trip of a lifetime in the Lotus Exige and my friend's Golf R to France and then through the Swiss Alps, doing about 3,000 miles around some of the best roads in the world. But to make the video and the trip a little bit more interesting, we have partnered up with Nexen Tyres, who have kindly sent us 2 sets of tyres to test out on the journey. We've made it from Milton Keynes down to Dover last night, and we didn't arrive at the hotel until close to midnight. So we've all only had a few hours sleep. But I'll show you the cars quickly, but I'm not going to film too much just now because it's quite early in the morning and we've got to leave to get the ferry now, really. So here's Andre's Golf R with Lauren and Andre in the background. I don't know if you can see the Nexen Tyres. Probably not, because it's a little bit dark at the moment, but looking nice and clean. Brand new set fitted to both cars. We're probably thinking that the cars won't stay clean for too long because, well, they're already dirty after doing the motorway journey, which was actually, well, we came down separately, but the motorway journey for us was a bit annoying because the M2 was actually closed, so I ended up doing a detour of about 45 minutes. And yeah, you don't want to be spending too long in this car, to be honest, especially at night, when there's headlights from all the trucks going into your eyes. Ugh. But I'm gonna leave it there for a minute and we're gonna head to the they're all laughing at me because I'm talking to the camera. Yeah, we're gonna head to the port now to catch the ferry. Thank you, Andre, you've saved a bit of weight there. But yeah, I will see you on the boat. So we have made it to the port of Dover. To be fair, it was only a 5-minute a 5-minute drive. It was only a 5-minute drive from the hotel, and I'm glad we got here when we did because it's quite busy already. If you would like to show the viewers, it's quite busy already, and we're queuing up, and that's it really. It's pretty boring in this queue, but I just thought I would update, and hopefully we'll be on the boat soon because boarding is now, so I'll let you know how we get on. But yeah, it seems to be moving, so see you in a bit. So we're just having a little look around the boat and we wanted to go down to the cars to check something, but apparently there's no access at sea. So we're gonna go up to the top deck and have a look because we've already had breakfast, and a little look around the boat, which is a lot bigger than I was expecting, but we don't have a clue where we're going. Deck 8, is that right? Or have we got to go up again? Not sure. That's what we want. Look at this place. It's like a shopping mall, not a boat. Last time I went on a ferry, it wasn't like this, on that paparazzi. So it feels like we haven't even been on the boat for that long, but apparently this is already France. I thought it was the Isle of Wight, but I don't know if you can see in the distance. No, probably not. The white cliffs of Dover on the horizon, quite far away. Got the wrong lens on for this, but there is France. And there's Andre. They're all still mocking me because I'm talking to myself, carrying the camera around. So we are off the boat and on our way to Reims, or however you pronounce it. We need to not go too quickly though, because on the boat we were parked in a different place to Andre and Lauren, so we need to wait for them at some point, but there's nowhere to pull over at the moment. But so far so good. It's quite a nice day, the weather's good, the roads are nice, and yeah, on board the ship I had to buy some little headlight reflectors that my Euro travel kit didn't come with for some reason. Mine just came with the UK sticker and the high vis and all the other bits that you need, so I had to put those on, which was a lovely souvenir to buy. But I will update you when we find Andre and Lauren. Don't think I can see them in the rear view mirror. So yeah, I'll see you in a little bit. We've just stopped off at the side of the road on the motorway because I had to put these headlight stickers on the car, and Andre is just doing his now as well. But something really bad has happened. I don't know if you can see over there, Renata's just having a look, but there's a family who've got a dog and a cat with them. The cat just ran away and we think it's gone onto the motorway, which is just through these trees over there. So we don't really know what to do because they're obviously looking for it, but what do you do? There's a cat with no collar or lead on, and the other side of the trees is the motorway, so we just hope that it's okay, to be honest. So yeah, that's not great, but I'll show you the car. So here's Lotus with the old Nexen Tyres, which are holding up great so far, as you would expect. The car was clean before we left the UK. It's got bugs all over it now, but look at the sky. Couldn't ask for better conditions, could you? So we've got the Lotus, got the Golf R, and we've got 2 hours to our next stop. So I don't think we'll be able to, I don't think we'll have to stop again unless we need some fuel, but we should have enough to get us there, to be honest. So yeah, it should be quite a nice place where we're going. Hopefully I'm going to get the drone up in the air as well, get some nice photos. We did actually pass one toll already, and Renata had to climb basically out of the car because everything's on the other side of the road, isn't it? So we yeah, that was interesting. But yeah, we're gonna jump back in the car in a minute and set off on the way. There's not too much to show you at the moment. It is motorway for the next 200 kilometers. But yeah, it's a lot nicer than the UK. It's so much quieter. Like look at the car park. No one around, which is great. So we can park and get some nice shots of these. We have arrived in Reims after quite a long slog in the motorway. That was about 200 or 300 kilometers. So we are parked up and we're going to get some lunch. We're about 15 minutes away from our actual destination for this part of the day, which is good. We're a bit sweaty because it's a little bit like sitting in a sauna in the Lotus, especially because it's sort of 26, 27 degrees today, so the aircon doesn't really do much. But it was a pretty seamless drive. Andre is over there with Lauren. I think they had a pretty good run as well. We've got walkie-talkies. Renata's just doing a quick change of clothes because it's quite hot, as I said, in the car. So we're going to head into the town, check it out for a little bit, and then head to our next destination. So when we get there, I will update you. I'll see what the town's like, and hopefully there'll be some interesting stuff to show you. So here is the Notre Dame of Reims in the centre of town. We're just having a quick look while we find somewhere for lunch. So I don't think we're going to be here too long, but it's quite nice here actually. I'll show you around. Not sure what that is. Maybe we'll go here for lunch. Andre's doing a runner. Yeah, nice. Andre getting in Lauren's photo. What we've learned so far in France is that everything closes at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, so getting something to eat is not as easy as it would be back home. So we just had a quick look around, found a little place that had almost nothing left on the menu because they stopped serving at 2:30, and of course we got there at 2:35. So quick bite to eat and back to the car. And Renata thinks she's being funny by recording me. But yeah, so back to the car now. We feel a bit better that we've had something to eat because everyone was a bit tired after being up at 5 o'clock in the morning. So on to the next destination. We have arrived at our destination. This is quite a cool spot. So as you can see in the background, there is an old pit wall behind me. We've got the cars parked here, the Lotus and the Golf. Andre is flying his drone at the moment, but have a look at this. So it's an old motorsport circuit that is now abandoned. There's an old garage there, old garage here, and it's in the middle of the French countryside. Loads of nice cars driving past. I've already seen a Lotus and a Porsche, but in typical fashion, we pulled up here a minute ago to take some photos, and we were here for about a minute before the French police came and moved us along and said it's too dangerous to park where that motorbike is now here. We were just parked there and the police asked us to move along, so I don't think we're going to be able to get the photos that I was hoping. There's another nice car. I don't think we're going to be able to get the photos I was hoping for, which is quite a shame because we've driven all the way here. But like I said, Andre has his drone up in the air at the moment. I'm going to put mine up too, to get a little view of the cars. Got to be careful because it's a main road here and it's quite fast. I mean, it's still pretty cool to be here, but yeah, might not be able to get some of the shots that I was hoping for. But you can't plan these things, and it's not worth getting arrested or getting some kind of fine because we chose to ignore what the police said to us. So yeah, we're going to park and stay here instead, so as not to risk it. But I'm going to go grab some photos, go fly the drone, and I will show you the drone footage as soon as I've got what I think is right. And also, sorry for squinting, it's so sunny today, I can barely see. Well, that was a long drive. We didn't really manage to film any of it, partly because Renata was asleep and partly because it was so hot and so long, and it was mainly motorway the whole way. Although we did go through some really nice rural areas. We went through Champagne, so I can officially say that I visited Champagne. And after getting up at 5 o'clock this morning, it's now 7:20 p.m. so it's been quite a long day of driving. We've been driving for pretty much 90% of that entire time, and we've arrived in our first location. Look at this. This is in Troyes, and it's rather nice, French chateau style. Got a nice garden that I'm not sure we're going to make use of or not, because we need to go and get some dinner. Got the cars parked up, they need to cool down, and we need to give them a little clean soon as well. Porsche as well. So yeah, we're quite pleased with our first place that we're staying. It's really quiet here, and the town looks quite nice, of what we've seen so far anyway. And I tell you what, the French roads are so smooth. I don't think I've seen one pothole this whole time, which is just as well, because it allowed us to test out the Nexen Tyres. Sponsored. But the tyres have actually been really good, to be honest. Barely any road noise, at least, you know, the same as you would expect from other performance tyres. Plenty of grip through the twisties, but as I said, we've done mainly motorway miles today, so so far we're impressed. I'll get Andre's opinion later when I get the chance to speak to him. They're just freshening up at the moment, but all round they've been a really good tyre choice. So thank you again, Nexen, for sorting us out with some tyres and letting us test these out in Europe. So I think we're going to freshen up now and going to go have a little look around, have a drink, get some food, and to be honest, I think it's probably going to be dark in the next hour or so, so whether or not I film anything, I shall see how I feel, but I will see you tomorrow.